Okay, we are live. This is the 29th Void44/Dencun testing call. I guess the two main things to cover were any concerns or updates on DevNet 8 that or things people feel we need to discuss. Then Mario had some updates on builder testing, and if there's any updates there as well, it might be worth touching on just the transaction pool stuff on the EL side. Um, yeah, but I guess maybe to start with the DevNet, is there anything people feel we should be discussing or that they want to bring up?
I can begin with Dencun.
Yeah, please.
So we currently have most of the clients working, which is very good. But we also have a few of the clients that are not working. Our primary suspect is Prism and Nimbus on the CL side, and Aragon and Bezel on the EL side. Those are the clients that are not currently working. So the problem with Bezu is the proposals are not coming through just yet. I haven't tested their latest, but based on their latest main, I wasn't able to make blocks after Danab. And regarding Prism and the Nimbus bugs, the client teams are working on a fix. And I'm currently taking a look at Aragon and seeing what's wrong right there.
Got it. And so for the clients you mentioned they're not working, is it that they're not ready yet, or that they tried to join the testnet and had issues?
All the clients have now machine on the DevNet. So
Got it.
everyone should be
Nice.
able to log in and check their own node.
Nice. Sweet.
Maybe the
Any
client teams
Yeah.
can comment on it more in detail.
Sure. Can you guys hear me? Test, test.
Yep, I
Yeah,
can hear you.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, just making sure it's working. Yeah, so from the Prism side, we implemented everything, and of course, like we found some bugs, and um, that's why it's not working. So the issue that we're seeing is that when we're syncing, that somehow the node gets stuck or basically stalled. And we're trying to figure out what's going on. So we suspect a deadlock with the block processing, but yeah, we should have more update in the next hour.
got it. Anyone else want to share updates from the client teams?
Sure. Basically, real quick, we're not quite sure yet what's going on with proposals, and we're still looking into it. So between that and we have our 4788 implementation just about ready to go, and we kind of need to get that all merged into main. So it's investigation still pending.
Got it.
For Aragon, I haven't checked what exactly. I know that some Aragon thinks some blocks are bad. I'm not sure exactly why. I haven't looked into it yet. But that's just my thinking off the top of my head. It might be related to IP 4788 version 2, which kind of it's not merged yet because we're still waiting for it to be finalized, but later this week, we'll take a look whether it's due to that or something else, and hopefully fix the problem.
Got it.
On Teku side, we had an issue with the blobs pruning, but we already merged the fix, and it's supposed to be working now.
Okay. Any other client want to share updates? Okay.
I can share.
Yes, please.
Mario basically. Mario came up with the new checks for the Hive, which Ethereum JS, we did a PR and we passed. And thanks to Mario, we also uncovered a logical bug in which when requesting the already built payload, we were not passing back the blobs bundle on that. So thanks, Mario, for that.
Thanks. I shared the PR on the chat for everyone to see. There are quite a few just new tests, basically just tested the versions. So that's what uncovered the blog. So everybody, if you guys want to run, I haven't updated Dencun page with this yet, but I'll do it as soon as the clients tell me that it's safe to go, because I would like for clients to run this test locally and fix the issues before updating anything. Just to not break the Dencun webpage for everyone.
On Nethermind side, we need to fix a couple of responses from JSON RPC, and we're starting testing. We want to start testing a new text pool during this DevNet lifespan. That's the status. Thanks.
Sweet. Anyone else? Okay. If not, then I think the next thing, Mario, you had some updates on the builder testing that you wanted to share?
Yes, just very quickly. So we are using this mock builder on the DevNet and on Kurtelsis for Shanghai. So I'm currently updating this for DNF to build the payloads. Basically, this is just like a server, a mock server that it has a REST API endpoint that basically just tells it when to corrupt some builder payload and send it to the consensus client to test like the failures from the builder side. And this was last updated for Shanghai, and we're currently just preparing the updates for DNF. So it should build payloads with blocks. It still requires the execution client because it requests the payload from the execution client, and then it relays it to the consensus client with any corruption that the tester wants to do. And once the update is done, I think we're going to update Cortosis images, Hive, and also testnets to introduce some builder testing. Yeah.
Got it. Any thoughts, questions on that? Okay. Then next, so Barnabas, you posted there's a couple open PRs still in the DevNet 8 spec. So is the only one I see now is the receipts PR. Is that the only one that's not closed yet? Oh, sorry, there's another one.
We have two. We have one execution APIs and our engine APIs, and one in the
So it seems like, yeah, the execution API one we should probably just merge if people are happy with it. You can maybe ping. Oh, sorry.
It should be a different one. It's like because in DevNet 8 it lists like one old PR 7431, which is this update nonce of beacon routes.
Yeah.
But now have a new one. Like if for 788 version 2, what was the PR? don't remember.
Yeah, so that one, yeah. So that one I wanted to get to after, but just the first one. So the execution API is PR. This seems non-contentious. We should merge this one, right?
No, but it's irrelevant with 4788 v2. It's like this one becomes irrelevant.
Yeah. But sorry, so there's two PRs. So there's a PR on 4788, which I agree becomes irrelevant. Um, and we don't have in scope the new 4788 as part of DevNet 8. So maybe for that one, we should just remove it from the list. Do people agree with this? Basically, so that, yeah, let's start with that one. So this is the 4788 PR by Martin, which deals with like the nonce with the nonce. This one is obsolete given the changes we've made to 4788 to just use a regular contract rather than a precompile. So does it make sense to just remove that one from the DevNet 8 spec altogether?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think also DevNet 8 it includes like bits and pieces of 4788 v2, which is not finalized yet.
Right. Yeah. And I think we should, so maybe what we should do is like plan to have 4788 v2 as part of DevNet 9, right? Like a full implementation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, probably. Because also about that one, I wanted to check whether whether we want to make the address of that smart contract or the beacon root smart contract configurable or not. Because I mean, we could like currently in Aragon, for instance, it's not configurable. And so we are waiting for the final address to be ready. But we could make it configurable. We just have to agree whether we need to do that or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like that's probably just a bigger discussion around 4788 that we need to have. Yeah, which is basically what we were talking about in all core devs. And like, do we want, I guess, or sorry, are you saying like making the address configurable? So, okay, yeah, sorry, let me just take a step back. So, like, as I understood it, it's like we want to potentially have the same address on every chain. And so I don't understand, yeah, the link between that and making it configurable.
Well, because I think in current DevNet 8, the assumption is that we use it's we kind of you have this 4788 v2, but with with the address the 0xb, so like the old precompile address, right? And maybe for probably for DevNet 9, we should have the kind of the final address, if
Okay.
not 0xb.
Okay. Okay. Does that make sense to everyone?
But I think the address depends on the finalized code. So if we have
Right.
finalized code for them tonight, then yes, I think.
Yeah. And my hope or my assumption is that we would, yeah. Um, yeah. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. And so then for the other PR that Barnabas had, so this is execution APIs PR 398, add blob gas use and blob gas price to receipts. So is there a reason to not just go ahead and merge this? I'll post it again in the chat. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So no oppositions to merging yet. So yeah, let's try and get this merged either today, tomorrow, so that yeah, we can have like a finalized spec. Um, Sweet. And I guess the last thing I wanted to bring up is um, is the transaction pool on the EL. So I know we discussed this a while back, and Roberto had written a doc trying to document different approaches. But I'm just curious to hear from the different teams, like, um, you know, do you feel like you have a good approach to deal with the transaction pool? Is there anything there we should be looking into? Yeah, and I guess if Or maybe okay, this is a better way to frame this. Like, assuming that no one seems to have concerns about it, what's the best way we should go about testing the transaction pool? So I assume we have plans to do things like reorgs, and whatnot, but others and obviously testing things through like external builders. But other things that we should be doing to make sure people are confident in their transaction pool implementations.
I guess I can start by saying that probably we should reinforce the transaction pool tests on Hive. It's very small set of tests at the moment, but we can start by including more transaction pool and reorgs based tests on Hive. It's not that difficult. It should be doable quite easily.
Sweet. Any other thoughts on that? Okay. Um, Anything else anyone wanted to discuss? Okay. In that case, we can wrap up. And I guess maybe I would keep this call in the next 2 weeks, but we can see if they start to feel like superfluous, maybe sunsetting them and just having ACDE and ACDC will be enough. But let's keep at least another one to see if we have more stuff to talk about in 2 weeks. And otherwise, we might be able to just move to the regular Core Devs calls. Sweet. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you all soon.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
bye.